Hello, everybody. My name's Rick McCutcheon. I'm a Dynamics 365 MVP, and I'm here today with Anthony Gentilcore from Vendere. Anthony, introduce yourself and tell the people what you do.
Okay, well, thanks, Rick. Well, first of all, Rick, I'm Anthony Gentilcore. I'm CEO of a company called Vendere Group. And basically, we're a company that deals with, of course, CRM. And as you know, Rick, we've known each other for quite some time, back in the 90s. And basically, I've been in CRM all my career, doing systems and creating new software for the CRM industry. Way back when I was at MEI, we had a leading product called Universal that was sold throughout the world. We had customers in all, at least 4 continents, in both Japanese, German, and whatnot. So that was quite exciting. And as my career evolved, whatnot, I stayed in the CRM business, and now I'm heading Vendere, which is a nice small group of people. We're 16 people dedicated to CRM, and more precisely, dedicated to dynamic CRM. Since beta 1 of the version. So if you would see my certificates I still have from Great Plains, I still have my certificate saying that I was certified beta 1 on the dynamic CRM.
What I find interesting, Anthony, is, we've kind of traveled the same road and we're kind of still in the same place, right? So we're in the dynamics business, and I've got to tell you, I love catching up with you because there's always something new. So let's talk a little bit about Vendere, and what are you guys actually building over there?
Fantastic. Listen, like a lot of SIs, we started our business integrated dynamic CRM. So if we go back when Dynamics started about 15, 16 years ago, we started and continued doing CRM projects, integrating, doing custom builds for our different customers, and we continued to do that. 5 years ago, we started a shift where we wanted to go more into the SMB market. So we wanted to help smaller organizations, and we thought there was a potential growth market for us to go there. And I would say about 3 years ago, as it was clearer and clearer that Microsoft was coming out with a platform. So we always expected and hoped that Microsoft would come out with a platform. But now that they actually did and were starting to announce it, we embraced that platform, decided to build our own products. So 3 years ago, we started an initiative where we're converting our SI standard practice to a ISV product-driven business. So we now have a product called Membri, which is Italian for members. And that's where we have Vendere, which is Italian to sell. And of course, Gentilcore is Italian. So it's a bit of my Italian origin that goes into play here. But basically, we have a nice membership system that's used in a lot of companies throughout, of course, Quebec, but now throughout Canada. And we're expanding that market. So it does all of the membership systems for associations, nonprofit organizations, whatnot. We have a lot of Chamber of Commerces. We have one of the largest retail associations in Canada using our software. And like I said, everything built on the CRM platform, more specifically on the PowerApps platform.
So the application is written in PowerApps. Let's talk about some of the functionality. What do you do for membership organizations?
So so Rick, in terms of features, of course, like any associations, where we do everything that deals with the new members coming on board, the renewal of those members, everything is automatic. Being able to get people to buy tickets for events, so we got a ticketing system. Everything is linked to the different mainstream ERP systems or the mainstream accounting system, Sage 50, Sage 500, 300, sorry, and whatnot. So everything to make it easy for those associations to spend more time with their members and less time managing the back office system.
So you really give them a full solution. When you're working with a company, how long does it take you to actually implement it?
Well, that's a nice part. We really streamline that process. So what we tell the companies, we give them an Excel with how they need to give us the data. Okay, so they got a set of Excel tabs, how to give us the data. And from the moment they give us the data, that's when for us the counter starts. Okay, and usually within a week, the association is up and running, sometimes 2, depending on their availability for training. Okay, but usually within 2 weeks, the association is fully up and operational and ready to go. Now, there's some stuff that could be done after. Sometimes we start the process with an association and then tie in the accounting 2, 3, 4 weeks later, or a month or 2 months later. We have a full set of APIs to integrate with their website. So sometimes that integration is done, at the same time. Sometimes it's done after. But usually, what we tell our customers, within a week or two, they're up and running.
And that's, this is the great part about having a platform, because you and I both know if we took Dynamics 365 CE out of the box and sat down with a client and, kind of went through the whole project, that's, 3 to 6 months minimum. Now you've got it down to just a couple of weeks.
Well, that's because we're reusing our IP, right? That's the principle of becoming an ISV. So if you look at our about 40 customers that we have now, they all use the same software. Everybody has the same code base. Now, not everybody uses the software the same way. Some people will send invoice to their members. Some people will send renewal authorizations or whatnot. But these are all parameter driven. So as the product evolved in the last 3 years, well, so did the different parameters that we have to be able to do different things. For example, do we have a grace period for people that don't pay us on time? So those are the things. Some people say yes, some people say no. Some people put 180 days as their grace period. Some people put 0. So we manage it. Okay. Credits. How do you want to manage credits? Okay. If somebody doesn't come to an event, these are things that now we have different methods on how to support credits. So you're able to support the credits the way you want.
So let's talk about the future of your product, because you're in a really exciting space with this. What's your integration going to be with things like Office, Teams, and Business Central?
Well, out of the box, the PowerApps platform is already fully integrated with Teams, for example, or definitely fully integrated with Outlook. Okay, so these are integrations that today we have, but we didn't have to do anything to get there, right? Because the platform, that's the advantage of being in the platform, was already there for us. Okay. Every year we're adding new accounting systems. So definitely for larger organization, and as we go to large organization, because right now we're more in smaller organization, but we're growing more to professional organization, associations, and colleges. We've just signed one recently here in Quebec. And as we go there, well, they need a bigger accounting system. So one of the direction that we already took the one with Sage 300 because we had to do it for one customer. But we're, of course, going there to do the integration with Business Central, for example, with Microsoft. And we're adding, of course, more and more functionalities to be able to support those professional organizations and colleges.
Well, Anthony, it looks like you're going to continue to innovate, and I'll be coming back to you to find out what's new with your membership application. And, I think you're in sort of the right place at the right time, because, these companies or these organizations really, are looking for an integrated solution. And right now, I'm sure a lot of them just don't have that.
Definitely. And we have plans for at least 2 other products that we want to start releasing in 2021. We have one that's a loan management system that we have started to build, which is just going to be awesome. Once again, fully on the PowerApps platform. We're very, very much dedicated to go into that direction.
Okay. Thank you, Anthony. We'll talk to you again soon.
Thanks, Rick. Bye-bye.